What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Crypto, where we are demystifying the digital asset space and moving you towards a more financially independent future through digital asset investments. So, I want to talk today about Bitcoin and the crazy past week that we've had, some of the news related to Elon Musk, and we're going to get into the big question is Bitcoin dead? And is there deeper meaning to Elon's tweet that he laid out this past week? So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around, like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all the latest content. Let's drop into it. All right, guys. I want to start out by talking about the crazy tweet that sent Bitcoin plummeting down last week, where it actually wicked down below $46,000. And here we have it, and I hope this is clear for everyone. Tesla has suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. We are concerned about rapidly increasing use of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, especially coal, which has the worst emissions of any fuel. Crypto is a good idea on many levels, and we believe it has a promising future, but this cannot come at a great cost to the environment. Tesla will not be selling any Bitcoin, and we intend to use it for transactions as soon as mining transactions to transitions to more sustainable energy. We're also looking at other cryptocurrencies that use less than 1% of Bitcoin's energy transaction. So, this is coming at an odd time because Tesla has already invested $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. And you would think if they're putting that amount of financial capital into a form of cryptography and a protocol, that they would have done this research beforehand. It seems strange that they're coming out now. Elon's coming out now and talking about the potential carbon emissions that are tied to Bitcoin. I want to get into some of the responses. The feed on these are pretty funny. So Michael Saylor, we all know who that is. He is a Bitcoin maximalist that was the first mainstream company to file into Bitcoin. And Elon also followed this first tweet with this: energy usage trend over the past few months is insane. So you have the upper bound consumption of 511, I would imagine this is kilowatt hours. And it's just, obviously it's been spiking up, but I love this response from Michael Saylor. The estimated electricity consumption year to date increased 40%, and during the same time that the network grew 100% in assets, meaning that the energy efficiency dramatically improved during this time period. So Bitcoin is becoming less energy intensive as it scales. Great clap back there. And obviously Michael Saylor is going to be the one doing this because he has such a vested interest in Bitcoin and keeping it mainstream. Now, going into another comment that he made, he cleared this up the following day. So the first few tweets came out on Wednesday, May 12th. He followed up on the 13th, which was Thursday, with this tweet: to be clear, I strongly believe in crypto, but it can't drive a massive increase in fossil fuel use, especially coal. So Michael Saylor agreed. I think we all share a vision of a better world empowered by technologies, powered by clean, renewable energy. So obviously they're pushing this renewable energy. Elon is trying to force a war onto fossil fuels. They're trying to move us dramatically in full acceleration into the renewable energy world. So it's coming fast, and I think this generation is going to be a one where we see electric cars, sustainable energy products hit the market, and it's going to be mainstream. And basically, these fossil fuel and non-renewable energy companies will be squeezed out. So if you aren't going to swivel into this new renewable and green technology type area, then you're going to be squeezed out. And that's just the truth for this generation and this decade. It's starting now. a final point to be made on this, and this is the reason why there's a deeper meaning to these tweets. If you look back at Jack Dorsey, this is the CEO of Square and Twitter. He put out a tweet. This was only 3 weeks ago. He put this out. Bitcoin incentivizes renewable energy. And you can see Elon responded to this thread and said true. So 3 weeks ago, Elon Musk agrees that it incentivizes renewable energy, yet he came out today and said that he will not be accepting Bitcoin anymore because of its coal usage when they're mining Bitcoin. So I don't know. Conflicting stories. I honestly think that Elon is a troll, an internet troll, and he's just messing with all of us. I think he likes doing it. I think it's entertainment for him. I mean, what do you do when you're the richest man on the world and you're the most innovative person in the world? What do you do for entertainment at that level? You're above everyone else. It seems like this would be something pretty fun, and he also does not have good relationships with the SEC, and I believe they're actually looking and investigating him for this. So anyways, it's just a few points. I think he's just playing games with everyone, which is kind of conniving in my opinion and not the best thing to do. You're playing with people's livelihoods here. So moving on. So this article is called Elon Musk loses $20 billion since SNL as Michael Saylor comes out firing. And this is kind of what I just talked about. It says Tesla's stock has dipped 14% since Elon Musk appeared on SNL, with Musk estimated to have lost over $20 billion in that time frame. I don't think it matters once you're the richest person in the world. What is $20 billion among friends? But this is another funny part of this tweet is energy usage trend. I showed this earlier. But Bitcoin offers 8 billion people a superior technology to guarantee their human rights to prosperity, as well as a solution to the global problem of inflation and currency devaluation, which creates 10 trillion plus in economic damages per year. Isn't the fossil fuel mix second order? Yeah, I agree with this. So, I mean, and another point is how much energy is being consumed by our traditional financial base. I mean, you're talking about 100 plus story buildings in every major city in the United States. It's estimated that Bitcoin only uses the energy of Las Vegas. And if you think of the amount of monetary energy that's behind Bitcoin and how quickly things can move, I think it's miles behind, or miles less than the amount of energy that is consumed by these legacy type banks and the way money is moved for the majority right now. So just a few points on this. I think the whole thing is a meme and it continues to get funnier. But as a whole, this can move markets a lot. I mean, Bitcoin's heavily leveraged, so when news like this comes out, it can affect it pretty drastically. All right, so the last thing I want to get into, guys, before I drag this video on too long, is just some general market updates. We have Bitcoin today is back up a little bit to 50,000. It dipped down below 47.5, close to 46 this week, so it's nice to see that little bounce back. Ethereum also dropped down below, I think for a second, 3,600, and now we're back above the 4K mark. So this is nice. You have a 16% increase still over the 7 days time frame. Dogecoin still on a good track. I mean, Elon also sent out a tweet about Dogecoin saying that they were going to accept this. So I think Dogecoin will continue to be in the mix, although I don't believe in the underlying technology behind it. It's an inflationary coin. There's not much that it offers yet. I mean, somebody could build an app on top of it or some sort of functional application that makes it even more valuable, but as of right now, it doesn't look any different than the system we have set up right now. So going into Cardano, as everything dropped last week, rose about 20%. So I think it was looking at about 140 and it's made a move. It topped out above $2. So Cardano is still a major player in the smart contract space. And its gas fees are much lower than Ethereum. So I think there's a lot of room for ADA to still move up in this market. I think it could be between $5 and $10 by the end of this bull market cycle for crypto. Polkadot, still a good choice. It's another smart contract player. I think we're going to see a race for the top 4 or 5 coins with these smart contracts. So you got Polkadot, Cardano, ADA, and Ethereum, and then Binance Coin. And they differ with how centralized they are. Binance Coin is very centralized. Ether is probably the most decentralized of all 4 of those. Moving down into Litecoin, still doing pretty well. This one actually topped out above 400. It had a major pullback down to 300. That's $100. So this one's moving back up. Chainlink, like a lot. It's a slow mover, but I mean, this is a consistent winner in my book, and it'll keep going up. I've got a lot of Chainlink. And VeChain going up. I think this could hit $1. But yeah, Polygon made a big move, 81%. And I think that's all I wanted to hit on, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I answered a few questions related to Elon Musk. I think there are some other things playing. And I think as far as a short-term time frame, it affects the markets in a big way. But when you zoom out, you realize that we're still on track for the fundamentals of this market cycle. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, once again, like the video, subscribe to the page, and hit the notification bell to get all the latest content. All right, we're out, guys. Until next time. See ya.